you doing? It's the captain from the Lucky Jack, and I hope everyone's having a great day today. It's really sunny around here, everything's nice, and there's a story today in the Sun newspaper about this woman, and her name is Alicia McCarville, and this is her husband, and this is her, and there's some cruel comments been said about her. Let's have a look at this video. Well, this guy is jacked. He spends a lot of time in the gym, this guy, and she does not. Deltoids. Yeah, he's like full on. So a woman has hit back at cruel trolls who asked if her muscular husband is a paid actor. TikTok user Alicia McCarville proudly uploaded a photo of her and partner Scott as they headed off to a wedding, and online bullies were quick to weigh in. It does look slightly odd. One asked if paid actor. Yeah, I mean, this looks like a CrossFit gym to me, but it might be something different. He's obviously doing heavy lifting. Previously shut down online trolls who slammed her for being in a relationship with a muscular man. It does look a bit odd. Questions I get asked as a fat woman married to a muscular man. She showed her and her partner wearing towels before jumping to them dressed to the nines for their celebration. She wrote, "My forever wedding date." He's probably with her because she's a nice girl and treats him like a king. Real love, good for them, one person said. And she replied, "And I have a fat ass." Yeah. Another troll said, "A lot of y'all don't want to say what y'all really think." Yeah, you're not wrong. And Alicia responded, "Say it, Julissa, I'll wait." I mean, yeah, a lot of people are not saying what they really think. Anyway, however, many people gushed over their relationship, with one saying, "The way he looks at you." Alicia previously shut down online trolls who slammed her for being in a relationship with a muscular man, while she is, they say, fat. No, it's not they say. She is fat. She's not just fat, she's obese. And she might even be super morbidly obese. The TikTok user also demanded that people stop commenting on her body because she's perfectly happy the way she is. In a video revealed, the most annoying question she's asked most about dating a man is fitter than her. Questions I get asked is she worried that he will cheat on her due to their weight differences, and she replies, "Not even a little bit." I mean, really? I mean, that guy could pretty much get any girl he wants, to be honest. Also claims she was asked if she is her husband's sugar mama, to which she said they make their own money. She added that strangers ask if her man makes her go to the gym. Well, clearly not. I mean, you're in the gym, yeah, but like, you don't go often, do you? Not at all. She doesn't make her do anything. Yeah, you're not wrong. Alicia then asked people to worry about their own relationships rather than put her down because she's happy with her husband. I'm sure she is, and I'm sure it's great for the pair of them. What worries me is this body positivity aspect of it, this promotion of obesity as a healthy and rational and reasonable choice, and it just isn't. It really doesn't. It really isn't. I was looking at some obesity figures. Obesity is currently in epidemic proportions globally and killing 2.8 million people each year as a result of being overweight and obese. It was associated just with high-income countries, but now it's prevalent in low and middle-income countries. It's a major issue. It's killing massive amounts of people. Body mass index is the commonly used index, and a person is defined as overweight if their BMI is equal to or greater than 25, and obese if their BMI is equal to or greater than 30. But body positivity is the issue. This article from the Aero, some nice cupcakes going on there. it talks about the issue itself. What do the hashtags I won't compromise, F your beauty standards, dare to wear, and I get dressed have in common? They're all ultra intersectional feminist body positive and have accumulated over 700,000 tags and counting on Instagram, and they kill women and men as well. No matter how many ludicrous comments saturate pictures of these body positive heroines like her, and these comments of you do you, obesity is still a massive issue within the National Health Service in the UK. £25,000 is spent per minute in the NHS, which is the UK's National Health Service, just on diabetes. That's £25,000 a minute on diabetes. In total, we spend £14 billion a year on diabetes in the UK and its complications and the cost of treating this. The number is just scratching the surface. Heart disease, high blood pressure, obesity-related chronic illnesses that are crushing health systems across the whole of the Western world. Why? Because people are being told that being hugely overweight is fine, and it's feminism, and you're not allowed to question it, and you're not allowed to say anything, you're not allowed to fat shame anybody, you're not allowed to say anything because it's fine and great, and it's not. When the inevitable happens and the obese patient is told that it's now a matter of life and death, the NHS is freely handing out bypass surgeries of £32 million. How many nurses does £32 million for? How many beds would cater for generally ill people? Yeah, but there's a lot of counter-argument to this that says it's not their fault. A lot of people have illnesses that cause them to gain weight. There are some things that can go wrong in the body that cause unwanted or unprovoked weight gain. The person who wrote this article themselves suffer from hyperthyroidism, which means lacking the function to create thyroxine and an unpronounceable word. So my metabolic rate is constantly slow, which causes weight gain. She also has to take tablets that cause an average of 20 pounds of weight gain, and she suffers from joint pain afflictions. She won't bore you with unpronounceable names of these things. Essentially, her point is she has every excuse in the world to have a weight problem and be all positive about it. However, she was formerly obese, 20-something, and was ashamed of her folds and rolls. Now she's 55 pounds down and still going. People keep asking her how she did it, and no, it's not body positivity, but healthy eating and exercise. Yes, those two old chestnuts, and they really are. It's just the same thing every time. Healthy eating, exercise, healthy eating, exercise, healthy exercise, and eating healthy exercise, eating healthy. Disappointing for those who want some magical feel-good story or a magical pill. Unfortunately, real life is much more prosaic. It's a fight. Fighting is hard, and I think therein lies the problem. You don't get fat by running. You get fat by overeating and not moving enough. If you're lazy and greedy, to be mercifully honest, you will get fat. These two genuinely appalling attributes should not be revered. It is not positive by any means. Are you not convinced? Still cheerleading behind the big gals? Still saying to this woman, you go girl, you do you. Are you still saying that? Cheerleading behind the big girls who parade in bikinis in train stations to convince people and themselves that it's fine to be fat? Okay, let's look at a different angle. As I previously ran my own fashion label, which was published in multiple international issues of Vogue, I noticed how ultra-feminists attack the fashion industry. Models being too thin, companies not making big enough selection of plus-size clothing, and designer labels not making plus-size clothing at all. So the women are twisting the truth to make it sound like they're being victimized by the fashion industry. Of course, reality is not as conspiratorial as these feminists would like you to believe. The majority of time, when a fashion brand uses bigger models for clothes that aren't exclusively for bigger customers, the campaign loses money. The clothes don't sell as well as the ones that were used on smaller models. And whose fault is that? The consumer. This is the issue. These fashion companies are not social justice activists. They are a business. They're there to make money. And if they can't make money, then they can't exist because they have to pay their overheads. You can't sit there demanding they do your social activism if it's not your money. Chanel, Gucci, Givenchy don't have a plus-size collection because generally plus-size women don't spend hundreds, thousands of pounds on clothing. If these growing numbers of avid hashtag users were so happy with their shape, why isn't the fashion industry changing? They're excluding 24.9% of British who are obese, let's call it 25%, from buying their products, because that 25% isn't buying them. Of course, I'm pleased we're slowly crawling out of the heroin chic of the 90s when everyone looked like they were skeletons, but that was the other extreme of the spectrum. It shouldn't be replaced with the opposite end. The popular hashtag F Your Beauty Standards is headed by plus-size model Tess Holliday. A 31-year-old American woman and someone who is deemed by the health system as super morbidly obese. She absurdly believes she can be healthy at the shocking weight of 280 pounds. A comment that she preaches to her 1.7 million followers on Instagram. This is not only dangerous but outrageously irresponsible. Many of her followers are teenagers being told that their unhealthy lifestyle is fine to carry on. You have that extra 5 cupcakes. Not being given the warnings of inevitability of illness, pain, disability, and early death. Even on the website's front page, she describes herself as body positive ambassador. But what positivity is this? There is very little that's positive about being this big. The problems are huge. F Your Beauty Standards is a misleading line, blaming the standards in which society and the fashion and beauty industries are making everybody envision what real beauty is like. I'm pretty sure we all have brains and understand Photoshop. That issue is slightly off topic, but if we stick to the same point, it's time to wake up. Obesity is not positive. It's a dangerous plague that's being fueled by disillusioned women convincing themselves that they are happy while leading a generation of other women and men into an early grave because everyone's terrified of standing up and saying, no, this is not good. This is not positive. This is not good. This is not right. You will die. So if you have any thoughts on this, you want to shout at me and tell me I'm some sort of neo-Nazi fascist for telling the truth, then please do leave it in the comments. Look forward to hearing and reading those comments, and I will see you guys later.